Hello, my name is Maya Swanis, and this video from the Gallagher Basics series covers the fundamentals of law, and specifically the U.S. Constitution and three branches of government. As you may remember from your high school civics class, the three branches of government work together to create the U.S. legal system. Now that you are entering law school, understanding the purpose and interplay of these three branches will become very important to your coursework. This video is intended to refresh your memory as to the basics of each of the three branches and help you understand how they relate to the U.S. Constitution. We'll also provide a general explanation of what each branch does and how they relate to one another. Let's go ahead and dig in. As you likely recall, the three branches of government are the executive branch, which includes the president and the various executive agencies and departments, like the EPA or the FDA, the legislative branch, which consists of two chambers, the House of Representatives and the Senate, and the judicial branch, which includes all of the federal district courts, courts of appeals, Supreme Courts, and a few other specialized courts, like those that hear bankruptcy matters. If we stick with the tree framework, the trunk from which the branches grow would be the U.S. Constitution. The Constitution sets forth the structure of each of the three branches and outlines their separate and distinct powers in the first three articles. Let's go ahead and review each article and the associated branch. Article 1 outlines the powers and duties of the legislative branch. Among other powers, the legislative branch can enact legislation, confirm presidential appointments, ratify treaties, and declare war. Article 2 creates the executive branch, which consists of the president, his or her advisors, and the executive departments and agencies. This branch is charged with executing and enforcing laws, and can also negotiate treaties, appoint federal judges, and heads of agencies. Article 3 addresses the powers and duties of the judicial branch. Under the Constitution, the judiciary can interpret the law, apply the law to individual cases, and determine the constitutionality of laws. The powers of each branch are structured in such a way so that they have the ability to check the other two in order to ensure that no one branch becomes too powerful. For example, while Congress has the ability to enact laws, the president can veto those laws and the courts can declare them unconstitutional. In addition, the president has the ability to issue executive orders, but the courts can declare those orders unconstitutional. And Congress has the ability to check both the president and the federal judges through impeachment proceedings. Other ways the branches retain a balance of power include presidential appointment of judges, congressional approval of federal appointments, and more. Thus far, we've been focusing on the Constitution and branches at the federal level, but state and tribal governments have the same basic structure. For example, Washington State has a constitution similar to the one at the federal level. The Washington State Constitution establishes the legislative branch, which consists of the House and Senate, just like at the federal level, the executive branch, which in this case is not the president, but the governor who holds executive power, and the judiciary, which consists of the state Supreme Court and the lower courts. So that is a quick overview of the three branches of government. If you want to know more about the type of law created by each of the branches, also known as primary law, check out our second video in this series. This has been Maya Swanis for the Gallagher Law Library. Please visit our website to learn more about library services, find research guides, and much, much more. Thank you.